Most people that talk about building a great team are full of shit. Pizza parties, company events, all this stuff is not what builds a great team. What builds a great team is you, your leadership style, your discipline, and your way of creating an environment of teamwork. If you do not have this locked in, no team bonding exercise will save you. I've hired hundreds of people and have an active team of 60 people. In this video, I want to show you the secret sauce that you need to build and keep a baller team. Number one is to find your leadership style and work with it. Some people are more direct, some are rather autistic about things, some are always on time, some over-deliver, some have great knowledge about a specific thing. And you need to understand your leadership style and your strengths and know what you work with and what you shouldn't work with, and then use that. So you should sit down, find your leadership style, analyze it, and build with it. Because I see so many people that try to be a leader that they're not. They try to be someone that deep in their core, they just aren't. Because if you're a very communicative, charismatic, nice guy, but then try to be the asshole leader, that just won't work. You have to work with what you have. You have to build on your strengths and hide your weaknesses. So if you're not good at being rude and being aggressive, having this type of leadership approach, don't force it. Work with it. Try to analyze it and try to find something that is authentic with you. Because the biggest mistake that you can make is be a leader that you aren't. Because leadership stems from your core, stems from what you have on your inside, because leadership is you versus you. It starts with you. Because if you're not in the front, having the ability to lead your army of cavalry, then they will not be able to follow. A great example for this is Elon Musk, because I consider him one of the smartest men on this planet, but he is autistic, you could say. And I know, confirmed from his biography, that he fired someone because he didn't like the way this person talked in a meeting. So if you have the autistic leadership style, embrace it, work with it. Don't try to be someone you're not. If you hate long, strenuous meetings, don't do them. Find a way to build on your strengths. Don't try to fix your weaknesses and become a leader that you're not, because that will not turn you into a leader that can lead a baller team. I have a personal example for this. About 1 or 2 years ago, when I had a big office and my team used to crush records, I always used to order KFC. You might wonder, why KFC? Because first of all, I love eating and I like KFC. Because do you know what KFC stands for? It's not Kentucky Fried Chicken. It's keep fucking climbing. That's the mantra. That's what I want my team to feel. That's the vibe that I wanted to create. Keep fucking climbing. Whenever we reach a goal, I order KFC. Because we have to keep fucking climbing. That's why we ate a lot of KFC. But this is what builds a company culture. By you being authentic. By you not trying to suppress something and trying to be someone you're not. Because just be yourself and be a better version of yourself. It has to be authentic and congruent. You as a leader have to be congruent and authentic with you as a person. So think about that, reflect about that, and think about who you are and why people would want to listen to you. If you think, or if your team thinks, shit, I have to go to the office, then you don't have a good team. You don't have a baller team. Your people and yourself have to think, yes, I can go to the office. This is the environment you should have, where everyone's excited to get climbing, to get to work. Because if you don't have that, you're flawed. Number two, that you need for a baller team is discipline across the board. Discipline is what keeps the boat floating, what keeps you climbing. You cannot climb without discipline. So you and your team need to have a very high standard of discipline. You have to have a standard that you embody yourself and that you expect from others. Because your whole boat will not stay afloat if only you're disciplined, or if your team's disciplined and you're not as the leader. You need to have a disciplined culture in your company. And this starts with having a mission. Because if it's your mission that you want to be the best marketing agency in Missouri, that will just not work. You need a very clear mission that will spark discipline in you and your team. Create a mission like we want to revolutionize the marketing industry in XYZ industry. We want to make it much easier for person X to have result Y. This is how you create a mission statement, because leadership is based on having a vision and making this vision tangible for your team. Because you, as the visionary, as the CEO, have to have a vision that your team can feel. That whenever they enter an office, a Zoom call, a group chat, they feel this fire burning. And this fire is only created by you having a proper vision, and from this, creating the mission that you follow. So sit down and create something that lights a fire up your ass and that you can use. The third secret sauce for having a baller team is hire slow and fire fast. I know on the internet, all these gurus say that you should hire fast and fire fast, but I disagree. I think you should hire slow and you should fire fast. Why do I say that? Because I think that if someone wants to join your Titanic of a boat, of a company, then they have to be vetted. They have to prove themselves. They have to prove that they deserve a spot on this boat. If you let everyone in, then your boat will be flooded by idiots, and that just won't work. You have to have a standard that people have to reach in order to be on your damn boat. On the other hand, firing fast is very important, because if you realize that a person on your boat is going cuckoo, then you have to kick this person out, kick him off the deck as soon as possible. Because remember, one foul apple will rotten the whole basket. If you have one underperforming liar in your team, he will inflict his damage like a plague onto the rest of your team. As soon as you realize someone shouldn't be on your team, he shouldn't. And this is what I mean by the firing fast part. That you have to have a radical standard, and as soon as someone doesn't reach the standard, you kick them out. Because that's what Elon did, right? One guy annoyed him in a meeting, he just kicked him out. You have to be radical. You have to be ruthless. And to repeat my point, that if you as the CEO feel that something is off with the person you're looking at, there probably is something off. So listen to your inner senses, and if they tell you that one of your team members should not be a team member, listen to it. Number 4, for building a baller team, is do not micromanage. This is so important, because I see that people buy courses about leadership, people read tens of thousands of books about leadership, and it's just simpler as people say it is. You just have to be a leader. You have to be someone that people want to listen to. You have to be someone that a team looks up to and wants to work with and crush goals with. That's where it starts. And this starts at the standards that you set for yourself and that you set for others. This is the baseline of everything. You can be the most charismatic person, but if the standards that you enforce in yourself and in others are not sufficient, then it doesn't matter how nice your communication skills or problem-solving skills are. It doesn't matter. It all starts with the radical standard that you embody. I don't want you to babysit. I don't want you to be the psychologist. I don't want you to be the person that looks at every little thing like a helicopter mom. I want you to be a leader. And what does a leader do? He runs forward with his army. He checks on a few guys. He has the vision and the mission to win the battle. And this is how you should live. This is how you lead, by the standard that you have. Do you think Napoleon would have been a good leader if he wouldn't have the standard that he will be the greatest commander of all time? No. So that's how leadership works. You have to have a standard embodied by you that people can feel. And it even goes on. You have to create a standard in your team that whenever someone doesn't match it, they feel it. They will get anxiety themselves when they feel that they're not reaching the standard that you put out there. So that's why you need to create a standard. But that can only start if you yourself are driven and have a mission. Create standards. I believe in leading, not by micromanaging and micro-organizing every little detail. I believe in freedom in between lines. And these lines are standards. If you set the standard that everyone starts working at 10 a.m. and they get this, this, and this done, they can do whatever they want in that time. But if you don't set these specific lines, then you can't give this freedom, because I see that many CEOs give their team a lot of freedoms, but without defining borders. And that will not work. You need to give your team the support and the rails that they need, where in the spectrum they can work freely. Number 5 for building a baller team is the office test. If you don't see a person sitting at your desk with you at 2 a.m. when you have a big ass crisis, that person should not be on your team. If you would not trust the person opposite of you when things are worst, why would you want them when things are normal or best? So if you have someone in your team that you don't see going into battle with, dodging the bullets when the shit gets hot, then that person should not be on your team. Go through the people that work for you. Ask yourself, would I want to go into battle with this person? Yes or no? If the answer is no, you have your answer. Number 6 for having a baller team is you get what you tolerate. As friendly, charismatic, and nice as you should be when things are good, when things are bad, you just cannot tolerate shit. You cannot be the person that's like, yeah, okay, you messed up all our clients, you deleted our CRM, you weren't accountable, but yeah, it's okay, it's okay. This is a bad leader. A bad leader knows when to be nice, knows when to be bad. And this is, I made a video about this, the duality of life. The duality of leadership is being nice, friendly, welcoming when things are good, when the performance matches it, but also being tough, hard, and the asshole when things are bad and this asshole is needed. So you need to create a standard of what you tolerate. And whenever you don't tolerate something, don't cope into it and tell yourself that it's fine anyway. Be the radical person that will live and die by the precedent that he sets. Because if you let the small things slide, they will add up. If you let an apple foul a little bit every single day, it will be a foul apple. It's just a matter of time. And this is how managing a team works. If you don't have a radical, clear standard of things you tolerate, it will add up. And you will get fed up with it, and it will show in your numbers, in your business, your client retention, whatever you need. So don't tolerate shit. The thing is that a sick team is not some cheesy bullshit motivation that some guru would tell you, or some fake family construct. It's leading yourself with violent accountability, standards, and discipline. And this is what you will project on your team. This is what you will embody to your team. This is how it works. And this can only get learned by getting to it. You will not learn this by watching tens of thousands of YouTube videos. You will learn this by being a leader, because you have to be a leader first before you can lead people. So you have to understand what it means to be a leader. And I think I gave you a very good outlook in this video. And you have to sit down and become the leader. You have to learn the discipline. You have to learn the accountability in order to expect it and demand it from others. Everything else that you will hear about leadership is noise, because what matters at the core about leadership is being a leader. And a leader is someone that leads an army, that goes to battle with his men. And this is what you have to become. You don't have to become some super nice, charismatic, personal mindset. No one cares. It's all noise. It's fluff. You have to be the person that showed up, that got the things done, that lives as a leader, because that's how you attract a baller team. That's how people will want to work for you. That's how people want to jump into your company culture and be a part of you. They want to be part of the boat that you built. They want to hop aboard, and they're proud to be on that boat. This is the aura that you have to create in your team. You do not get the team you dream about by dreaming about it. You get the team you dream about by living it, by being it, by living the dream, creating the dream, having this spark of fire in yourself. You have to build yourself first, and then you can build a good team. Because if your mission's weak, your team will be weak. If your standards are sloppy, your results will be sloppy. There's no secret, no magic trick. It's you versus you. Being a leader starts with you. You should look on the inside before looking on the outside. So focus on the lessons I just gave you and become a leader before leading others. Lead yourself before leading other people.